holidays and ready for the start of a new semester and lots of fun stuff. Our theme this month is solos, duets, trios, and ensemble, where each week we'll spend time focusing on each one of those, and this week is Solos Week. Hi, I'm Robin. I'm GPA's secretary, but I am also a dancer, and so I'm going to lead today's dance workshop on solos. While we're learning this solo dance, what you really want to focus on is being big, having really big motions and using all of this space, because when you're doing a solo, you're all alone on the stage, and so you want to be big and stand out and not get lost on that stage. And when you're doing traveling motions, it's also really important to be big and use all of the space you have. While you're at home right now, you may not have a lot of space, and so you may have to make those movements smaller. I have to make them a little bit smaller not to hit the walls. But just do your best with the space that you have and make every movement as big and energetic as possible. We're going to be learning a dance to Baby I'm a Star by Prince. So the song starts with lyrics that say, hey, a bunch of times and some lyrics in between. So on each hey, you're going to strike a pose. So on the first hey, you're going to strike a pose. Hey, and then it says, look me over. And you're going to kind of bring your hands down in front of your body. Then there's another line, and we're going to do a hitchy-coo, which is just step together step. So step together step, but you kind of add a bit of a jump to it, so you want to make it really energetic. Step together step. And then you're going to do a ball change, which is just stepping back and forward. Ball change, and you're going to do the same thing going the other way. Step together step, ball change. So it goes. Hey, look me over. Step together, step, ball change, step together, step, ball change. Then there's another hey. Hey. And then I ain't got no money. You're just going to rub your fingers together like money. Then we're going to do a turning grapevine towards the left. So you're going to step together, step, touch, and then you're just going to groove any way you want. Then we've got one more hey. So again, hit a pose. Hey. Look it over. You're going to sweep your arm in front of you. Look it over. And then we're going to do two just regular grapevines. Right, step, together, left, behind, step, together. Let's try just that one more time. So we've got, hey, look me over. Step together, step, ball change. Step together, step, ball change. Hey, I ain't got no money. Turning, grapevine, groove it out. And hey, look it over. Then grapevine to the right, grapevine to the left. Okay, let's try it, all three of those together. All three heys and their parts afterwards. So we go. Hey, look me over. Hitchy-coo, ball change. Hitchy-coo, ball change. Hey, I ain't got no money. Turning grapevine, groove it out. Then, hey, check it all out. Grapevine to the right, to the left. Okay, let's try it with music. We're going to start kind of in the middle of the song, but don't worry, I'll count you in. 5, 6, 7, 8. Step together, step, ball, change. Step together, step, ball, change. Turning grapevine, move it. To the right, left. Awesome. Let's keep going. I like to start over here on the left because the next section is some struts, and I'm going to move to the right. If you have a big space, you might be able to start middle and then move more right. And you can do the struts however you want. If you want to do them really sassy and high, you can do that. If you want to do them low to the ground, you can do them however you want. In a solo, you'll get to add a little bit of your own style. But you're going to do 6 struts, and they're slow. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then we end them with a jumping motion. And you're going to jump and your arms are going to go down. Jump. And that is on shout. So you do your struts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, shout. From here, the next line is Baby, I'm a Star. And you're going to go arms up and open, Baby, I'm a, and then you're going to step forward and pivot around to the back. So stepping forward and then twisting around to the back on star, and you're going to keep doing your walks backwards. And these ones are going to be kind of higher, faster walks. So, Baby, I'm a Star, and then 6 walks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, let's try that next part, just the struts and then the walking backwards with music. Ready? The grapevine. Our struts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Shout. Baby, I'm a star. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, awesome. We've got one more part. So you're starting at the back. You just finished your walks to the back. You're going to do 2 step touches, which is step, touch, and you're going to turn around just like I did. So you're on the back, you're going to step to the front, touch together, step to the front, touch together. Your next ones are step touches, but they're crossing and going outwards. So you're going to step in front, and then touch your leg out to the side, step in front, and then touch your other leg out to the side. So you're starting at the back. You go step, touch, cross, out. From here, there's another star line, and we're going to step up, and then bring it in. Then you just do 2 shoulder rolls out of it while we wait for the next line. On the next set of words, we're doing 3 ponies. A pony, you're just going to step onto one foot, put just the toe of your other foot, just like the ball of your foot, in, and then fall back down on that first foot. So down, up, down. And then you're going to do it the other way. Down, up, down. And then the third time, down, up, down. So it goes down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down. And you can kind of just let your arms feel it, groove. There's nothing in particular that they need to do. So we just did step, touch, cross, out, and reach, and in. Shoulder roll, down, up, down, down, up, down. And this line, it was till I reached the top. And on top, we're going to step out of our ponies, step, touch your toe together, your arms are going to shoot up, and you're going to look up, top. Then from here, you're just going to nod, and you're going to strut off. It says, we are the stars. And that's it. Okay, let's try that last part with music. Here and there I have to scream and shout, baby, I'm a star. Oh, you might know it now, baby, you find out I'm a star. Oh, and I don't wanna stop until I reach the top city. Okay, now all that's left is to put it all together. So let's go through everything slowly from the top. So we start with our heys and our poses. So we go, hey, look me over, then step together, step, ball, change. Step together, step, ball, change. Hey, I ain't got no money, turning, grapevine, and groove. Then, hey, check it all out, to the right, grapevine, to the left, grapevine. Now we have our struts. We want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, jump. And we got baby, I'm a, pivot turn on the star, 6 walks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Last part, we go. Step, touch, cross, touch, reach, in, shoulder roll. Our ponies, down, up, down, down to the step, touch, top. We are the stars. Let's try it all and smooth without music, and then we'll put it to music. So we got, hey, look me over. Step together, step, ball, change. Step together, step, ball, change. Hey, I ain't got no money. Turning grapevine, groove it out. And hey, check it all out. To the right grapevine, to the left grapevine. Strut, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and jump. Arms and pivot. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Step, touch, cross, out, and reach, in, shoulder roll, and down, up, down, step, top, we are the stars. Okay, time to try the whole thing with music. If you're not ready, go back, watch these parts of the videos again, whatever, but we'll put the music on. I'll still call things out as we go. Don't forget to make it nice and big. Be energetic. You are the star of this show. It's your dance.
Hey, look me over. Tell me, do you like what you see? Hey, I ain't got no money, but honey, I'm rich on personality. Hey, check it all out. Baby, I know what it's all about. Before the night through, you will see my point of view. Even if I have to scream and shout, baby, I'm a star. Oh, you might not know it now, but baby, you find out I'm a star. Oh, and I don't wanna stop until I reach the top city.
Hey, awesome job. I hope you had a lot of fun with that. I know I did. So just, have fun, keep dancing, and if you've got a solo, really make sure you make it big and own it and stand out on that stage. And I can't wait to continue with the rest of the parts. It's going to be so much fun.
Hey everyone, before we begin, I would like to wish you all a Happy New Year and thank you for tuning in to our 3-part solos, duos, and ensemble series. For my portion of the bargain, I've decided to dissect the song Tomorrow Is Coming from Music Monday 2011 by the Coalition for Music Education. I've seen some of their events in the past, and I find them really entertaining, so I also chose this song because it's very uplifting and has a good message in times like these. So I'm going to start by playing the song through once. Tomorrow is coming, tomorrow is coming, just like every other day, it's always been that way, that's the only thing I know. But I know you've got a story you can tell, I see it in your face, I know you know it well, so sing it from your heart even when you're alone. And don't keep it to yourself, no, put it in a song, 'cause tomorrow is coming, tomorrow is coming, when the moon lights on, you know another day is coming, that's the only thing I know. And everybody should play their guitars, no, not because they wanna be stars, but if they tell you every little thing you do is wrong, don't let it bring you down, no, put it in a song, 'cause tomorrow is coming, tomorrow is coming, just like every other day, it's always been that way, that's the only thing I know. Oh, everything's gonna be okay, and everything's gonna be alright. So scream it from the top of the hill. When life is so good, you wanna make it last long. Don't keep it to yourself, no, put it in a song. Oh, don't keep it to yourself, no, put it in a song. 'Cause tomorrow is coming. Tomorrow is coming. When the moonlight's on, you know another day is coming. That's the only thing I know. Tomorrow is coming. Tomorrow is coming. Just like every other day, it's always been that way. That's the only thing I know. Alright, now let's learn each part of the song, starting with the first chorus. Tomorrow is coming. Tomorrow is coming. Just like every other day, it's always been that way. That's the only thing I know. I'll play the chords 3 times back so you can practice this part. Here's how the first verse of the song goes. But I know you've got a story you can tell. I see it in your face, I know you know it well. So sing it from your heart even when you're alone. And don't keep it to yourself, no, put it in a song. Let's give that a try then. There's a second chorus to this song as well, and it goes like this. 'Cause tomorrow is coming. Tomorrow is coming. When the moonlight's on, you know another day is coming. That's the only thing I know. Let's try this second chorus 3 times over. let's take a look at the second verse. And everybody should play their guitars. No, not because they wanna be stars, but if they tell you every little thing you do is wrong, don't let it bring you down. No, put it in a song. Let's try playing the second verse together. And then you repeat the first chorus. 'Cause tomorrow is coming. Tomorrow is coming. Just like every other day. It's always been that way. And that's the only thing I know. Which leads directly to the bridge. Oh, everything's gonna be okay. And everything's gonna be alright. Let's try the bridge together. Now let's take a look at the third and final verse. So scream it from the top of the hill and scream it to the sky until the wind is still. When life is so good you wanna make it last long. Don't keep it to yourself, no, put it in a song. Oh, don't keep it to yourself, no, put it in a song. Let's try the third verse together. And then you repeat both choruses one last time. 'Cause tomorrow is coming. Tomorrow is coming. When the moonlight's on, you know another day is coming. That's the only thing I know. Tomorrow is coming. Tomorrow is coming. Just like any other day, it's always been that way. That's the only thing I know. Alrighty then. Now that we know the whole song, let's sing it together one last time. Tomorrow is coming. Tomorrow is coming. Just like every other day, it's always been that way. That's the only thing I know. But I know you've got a story you can tell. I see it in your face, I know you know it well. So sing it from your heart even when you're alone. And don't keep it to yourself, but put it in a song. 'Cause tomorrow is coming. Tomorrow is coming. When the moonlight's on, you know another day is coming. That's the only thing I know. And everybody should play their guitars. No, not because they wanna be stars, but if they tell you every little thing you do is wrong, don't let it bring you down. No, put it in a song. 'Cause tomorrow is coming. Tomorrow is coming. Just like every other day, it's always been that way. That's the only thing I know. Oh, everything's gonna be okay. And everything's gonna be alright. So scream it from the top of the hill, and scream it to the sky until the wind is still. When life is so good you wanna make it last long, don't keep it to yourself, though, put it in a song. Oh, don't keep it to yourself, though, put it in a song. 'Cause tomorrow is coming. Tomorrow is coming. When the moonlight's on, you know another day is coming. That's the only thing I know. Tomorrow is coming. Tomorrow is coming. Just like any other day, it's always been that way. That's the only thing I know. Well, folks, that brings us to the end of the solos part of our January session. Next week, we'll be splitting this up into 2-part harmony, and the week after that, we'll take a look at 4-part harmony of this song. I'll see you next time, everybody.
Hello everyone, it is Westy here for another little acting lesson. This week for our sessions where we're talking about how to do things on your own, I'm going to be talking about an often neglected part of acting. And that's those moments when you have to do nothing. And I know this sounds kind of like an oxymoron. It seems like the act of doing is almost opposite from the idea of nothing. So how exactly can you act these moments when you have to do nothing? I'm talking about these moments on stage or in a movie where everything goes completely still and we see a character sitting waiting, thinking. They don't do anything, but there's still so much to watch. This is particularly important in film and TV when we're able to have the cameras that move in really close on characters' faces, and it's more easier to focus in on one specific character, but it does also happen on stage where we see one character alone. In fact, it can be particularly powerful on stage when you see this big open space of the stage and one character who is there, and you can really see just how alone they are in that space. So I've always found this topic, the idea of how to act nothing, a very interesting topic. I've been thinking about it ever since years ago when I was taught about how Stanislavski, I know, that guy again, Stanislavski shows up absolutely everywhere when you're talking about the modern style of acting, because a lot of how we act now is based on Stanislavski's ideas. So I was taught about how Stanislavski made his acting students sit on a chair on an empty stage in front of the rest of their classmates as an audience. These students were not told anything about what was going to happen, why they were doing this at all. They were just told to sit on a chair on an empty stage and act. Immediately, the students felt tense. They were aware of every small movement they made, everything they were doing. They were too focused on what they were supposed to do. They were trying too hard in that moment to do as they've been told and act. They could feel the scrutiny of the audience. And in the words of the work that I read so many years ago that I can't seem to find anymore, strangely enough, the student said that he felt as though the audience might think that he was just an idiot in a chair, doing absolutely nothing. But from the perspective of the audience, it's totally different. Even though it seems like the actor is doing nothing, there's so much potential there, and the audience wants to know, wants to see why this character is just sitting there alone and what might happen next. So, as an actor, how do we approach a moment like this, a moment where we have to do nothing? Well, as we do nothing, it's all about showing everything. It's an art of subtlety. Basically, we got to make it interesting to look at, but not do that through overacting or planned gestures. So if we're sitting there and perhaps we're an amateur actor and we're trying to figure out how to do a moment of nothing, we might, to show that the character's thinking, do this, and have a planned series of actions. This is far less interesting than the alternative, which is, rather than playing what is supposed to be happening, rather than playing to do something, we play to do nothing, and we can do that through using intentions. For those of you who may not know, the idea of intentions is that it's the reason for a scene. So it is the character's internal reasoning. In every single moment, in every single play, TV show, movie, anytime somebody's acting, their character has an intention. They may look like they're doing nothing, but there is something they're doing there. They're waiting, they're thinking, they're debating with themselves. And so it becomes not the act of sitting and doing nothing that we're acting. We're acting that intention. As soon as we understand what our character is doing internally and why, it becomes so much easier to portray this moment and to sit in that uncertainty. The audience doesn't know what's going to happen. The character doesn't know what's going to happen. We as the actors have the script and technically know what would happen next, but the audience isn't seeing that script. They don't know. They don't see just an actor sitting in a chair. They see a character in a moment, in a scene, and they see the potential of that moment. And when we act our intentions, it lets us play into that. So if, say, there is a character sitting at a bus stop, right? The obvious thing is going to be that the character is waiting for a bus, right? Sure. Pretty obvious. They're sitting at a bus stop. They're waiting for a bus. That's simple. That's a moment of doing nothing. But what is the character's intention? What is their internal reasoning? And usually you would use cues from the script to figure this out. You'd look at the scene in context to understand, oh, the character is sitting at the bus stop because he's going to see his mother in the hospital. So he's going to see his mother in the hospital. Suddenly, the scene of him waiting for a bus has a lot more to it. So we know that he's going to see his mother at the hospital. He's sitting waiting at the bus stop. Okay, but what is his intention in going to see his mother at the hospital? Is he going because she's going to die and he has to say, I love you one final time? Does he actually hate his mother? And so he's going out of obligation to his younger brother instead. These little things that we can find in the script or choices that we have to make as an actor are what build this moment of nothing into something that is really, really compelling to watch. As soon as we understand the intention of the moment, why the character is there, what they might be thinking about, suddenly we're no longer acting nothing, but there's a whole lot for us to act and a lot to make it interesting to look at for the audience. Sitting, doing nothing, versus sitting, thinking about your dying mother, thinking about your younger brother, thinking about all of your past and all of these things, and trying to make a decision inside of your head, debating with yourself. Those are very different things, and it makes a scene so much more interesting to watch. So whenever you think that a character might be doing nothing, dig deeper, figure out what the intention is, and you'll find that there's so much more to it. And all of a sudden, a scene where it seems like you have to act nothing becomes a very, very compelling moment that can tell you a lot about the character and the overall play. Thank you for watching. I hope this was helpful and as interesting to you as it is to me. Good luck with any future acting projects that you have that this might be a help for. I know that those moments when you have to be the only one on stage and try to do this by yourself it's a lot and it can be very scary. So that's why being prepared and knowing what's going on and planning all of your intentions from the beginning can really help you, so that those moments when you as an actor might be a little bit nervous become something bigger and something better and show just how skilled you are at doing the acting.